First up on the show, on a day that focused on India's relations with its neighbours in South Asia, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar met with the newly elected Sri Lankan leadership on Friday. Jaishankar held meetings with the Sri Lankan President and the Prime Minister Harini Amarasuriya. The discussions focused on strengthening the bilateral relationship between the two countries. Now, the Indian External Affairs Ministry also stated that the Maldives President Mohammed Moizu will be visiting India from the 6th to the 10th of October. It will be Moizu's Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Council of Ministers. Now, in another development, the External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar will be visiting Pakistan for the SCO summit. It will mark the first visit by an Indian Minister of External Affairs to Pakistan after nearly a decade. Sushma Swaraj was the last Indian foreign minister to visit Islamabad in 2015. In response to a question on Zakir Naik, the External Affairs Ministry spokesperson said it was not surprising that Pakistan chose to welcome the Indian fugitive preacher to the country. And for the very latest on all of these developments, live from New Delhi. And Siddhant, so lots of developments there from the External Ministry. Let's begin with the Jaishankar's Sri Lanka visit, and of course important for re-establishing ties with the new government in place there.
Well, of course, and the Indian External Affairs Minister met the new leadership, the President, the Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister, and there were three key focus areas. First, development partnership. India extended and assured support to development projects, including, of course, in terms of port development. The second, of course, was on the economic support. In fact, the Indian External Affairs Minister's visit to Sri Lanka comes on a day when the IMF team is also in Sri Lanka and met with the leadership there. India, of course, played an important role in terms of not only giving support to debt restructuring, but also a bailout of almost 3 to 4.5 billion US dollars when Sri Lanka faced the economic crisis. And the third was the issue of fishermen. The Indian fishermen in Sri Lankan custody is something that is a very sensitive issue, especially in the southern state of Tamil Nadu, and that was also raised during the meeting between the Indian External Affairs Minister and the leadership of Sri Lanka.
Right, Siddhant. And of course, the other important development today is that Foreign Ministry has said that Mr. Jaishankar will be going to Pakistan for the SCO summit. This will be the first in nearly a decade. Adding to that, of course, that Mohammed Moizu will be in India this month as well.
Well, significant announcements. Let's start with Pakistan. As you already pointed out, first visit by the Indian External Affairs Minister to Pakistan in a decade's time. But of course, the Indian Ministry of External Affairs also said that the visit should be seen in the context of multilateralism. He's traveling for SCO. There is no confirmation whether he's going to have any bilateral with his Pakistani counterpart. Last year, we saw the then Pakistani Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto traveling to Goa in India for SCO meetings. But essentially, India has made it clear that when it comes to Pakistan, talks and terror can't go together. The Indian External Affairs Minister's speech at the United Nations General Assembly saw India, of course, calling out Pakistan on the issue of terrorism. On the visit of President Muiz, this is significant in terms of first bilateral visit, state visit of President Muiz to India after he taking charge last year, and essentially relationship has seen green shoots of recovery. When he came on an anti-India plank, there was a lot of negativity in the relationship, but since then we have seen the travelling to Delhi for the oath-taking ceremony of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. India, of course, extending support to Maldives in terms of the financial issues and, of course, development projects. And it looks like with this visit, the relationship is back on a positive trajectory.
Right. Siddhant, thanks very much indeed for joining us with all the very latest developments there. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.